Okay, welcome to another Vintage League here. Today we're playing Raker Shops, but we're doing it pretty stock, but with one specific card that I wanted to try and just haven't done yet. I did play this in one league, but not recorded, and it was interesting, but not amazing, so we're going to give it another shot here. This is Adaptive Omnitool from the race car set that I'm blanking the name on. So it's actually kind of an older card that's been around for a while. It's interesting. It's 2 mana, and it's got the each equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control, which is strong. That can turn into a pretty big beat stick. But the bigger ability here, while we're playing this, is the second part. Well, we're playing it for both abilities, but the second part, what makes it interesting for me, is when a creature attacks with the top 6 cards of your library, you can put an artifact from among them into your hand. I think that's pretty cool as just an engine, but then also can help us to set up our combo here. I mean, our whole deck's artifacts, so looking at the top 6 and picking one will get, the best card in your top 6. The +1/+1 for each artifact will make our creature huge. And it can set up our combo here. So we played this before on the channel. It's a big deck in Vintage. The Sensei's Divining Tops, 2 of them, which we can help to assemble with the Omnitool. Plus, Glaring Fleshraker is a win. You just keep drawing top and then playing them with the mana from the spawn token until your opponent dies from each of the pings from Glaring Fleshraker. So 1 Fleshraker, 2 tops is a win. The rest of the deck is pretty standard. Raker Shops. Raker Shops is a big deck in Vintage right now. Plays for the 1 ring for the card draw engine, and the bricking of the attacks can be pretty relevant in some matchups like Dredge. For Glaring Fleshraker, big mana source, good damage, and combo with 2 Sensei's Divining Tops. For Scrawling Crawler, it's a great source of card advantage to keep us going, and it really hurts some of the decks like Jewel Shops, which draw a bunch of cards. It can actually potentially prevent them from going for wins with cards like PO, and it still deals damage through like the 1 ring, which is very relevant to opponents. Nettlecyst, which is a very big beater. It's actually very similar to Omnitool. That's the same text on here, but with Nettlecyst, you would also get the Germ token right away, obviously. Lodestone Golem is restricted, but one of those is great as a taxing effect beater. 1 restricted Vintage Mystic Forge for an engine. 1 restricted Karn as a hate piece. And the Mystic Forge can replace one of the tops in the combo with Glaring Fleshraker, because that just lets you keep playing the top from on top, which does the same thing. We got a couple of, and then 4 Sensei's Divining Top, Vexing Bauble, Soul Ring, Mana Vault, all the restricted mana. 4 Mishra's Workshop, which lets us cast all of our artifacts for cheap. Notably, it does not cast Glaring Fleshraker, though, so we still need things like Ancient Tomb, Urza's Saga, Wasteland, Strip Mine to cast our Fleshraker. Abstergo Entertainment. This one's played fairly commonly. I'm not sure if Raker Shops stock is playing this, but it's a pretty good card. It makes colorless. It can make colored mana. It can return an artifact from your graveyard to your hand and exile its graveyard. So like Graveyard Hate, Recursion. Pretty nice. We got a couple of things that Raker Shops doesn't usually play. We're playing 2 Phyrexian Revokers. I wanted a couple more early threats to play, turn 1 along with the Patchwork Automaton to put the Omnitool on. So I went with 2 Phyrexian Revokers. They do die to Bowmaster, which isn't great, but I don't know. I'm not sure what other 2 mana colorless creatures we could play in here, so this is the best I could think of. If you got any other ideas, let me know. And then we're playing 1 Timesifter for fun. So this one's like a cool combo with top. Potentially let's take a bunch of extra turns, combo to Sensei's Divining Top here to make sure the top of your library is a big, chunky artifact or something to let you get an extra turn. So at the beginning of each upkeep, so when you play this card, you go to your opponent's turn, then you do start doing this during their upkeep. You both reveal a card, and the higher mana cost takes an extra turn after this one. And this just keeps going. So basically turn order, instead of just being normal turn order, just turns into who wins these top deck clashes for mana value. And our 4 Sensei's Divining Tops can help try to make sure that we win our Timesifter clashes here. So that's kind of the idea there. We got a bunch of chunky 3 and 4 mana things to help us win here. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're not. That's really, really appreciated. So please take a second and go down and click that subscribe button, click that like button. Really helps out. It's very nice. Don't do this for money. I just do it for fun, but it is cool to see people like and subscribe. That's, you know, keeps me going. Rest of the mana base I think we covered, just normal stuff. Most of this is what you would see in a normal Raker Shops list if you looked on Goldfish, except for the things we pointed out. Sideboard, we've got Graveyard Hate, Soul Guide Lantern, and Grafdigger's Cage. The Cage can also go in against Oath of Druids for Mindbreak Traps for the combo matchups that are faster than us, and also just like other Raker Shops deck. Can stop them from top comboing, and you know, but mostly it's going to be for the fast PO decks. And then 4 Argentum Masticore for things like just normal Lyris control. This can blow up Null Rods, Collector Oofs, you know, Orcish Bowmasters, whatever you really need to get rid of at the moment. And we can ramp it out with our workshops. Alright, so that's about it. Let's get into the games here. Alright, I'm playing against Black Decks, who has been playing Dredge over and over and over again, so probably Dredge. So game 1, we either need a Wasteland or a very fast clock. I guess this counts. So we'll keep that. Yeah, they're on Dredge. They kept 7, so that's bad for us, for anyone keeping track at home there. Oh jeez, we're freezing. Ugh. Okay, bad for the home team there. Need to draw a Mox in here. If we don't Wasteland, then we're just super dead, so we will do that. Oh, they got a Noxious, that's bad for us. Once again, I am asking for a Moxen. Nope, that is not a Moxen. I think we do have to just strip them again. Otherwise, we're just too dead. Oh, they got a Icarid too. We're just in so much trouble here. And a Creeping Chill. I think that's just dead. I think we are just dead. Don't think there's any draws that get us out of this. Alright, game 2. This one lets them dredge, which is not good. There's a big blocker for hollow ones, maybe. Probably even better. These can find the more graveyard hate, so I still like them. I think that's fine. We can go Lodestone Golem into Ring, which is pretty good. So I think we keep it. I think Lodestone Golem into Ring is the highest upside play here, because we really do need to find graveyard hate. Or a Wasteland or something. And this protects the Ring getting cast. Blue. That's fine. A Ring. And we got there. Don't think we change anything. I think this is still fine. We just gotta hope they mulligan a little bit. I think we keep this. We want to draw another piece of fast mana or a graveyard hate. That is a good hand. Ooh, that is an excellent draw. And we got there. We had the answers, and it worked out in our favor. It's pretty strong openers. That's the plan of our deck, though. Okay, off the next one. All right, here we go. We're on the play. I think if we had any of these ones were a land, we'd be okay, but it's just, I think, too slow. I think the tool's gotta go. How do I do this? Blue, Soul Ring. Alright. See what they got for us here. And they went after the Academy. Fair enough. Alright, we are against Strip Mine Sapphire. I don't know what that means. And the traps and the Masticores are considerations at that point. Take out the Timesifter. I think anything running Strip Mine, no Laris. Don't think the Lodestone Golem, especially on the play, is going to be on the draw, is going to be amazing. And cut an Omnitool. Don't love the Rakers. Maybe we don't need all of the Masticores. Let's try this. Again, we don't fully understand what we're up against here. The traps and the Masticores are kind of generally good against a lot of the decks that would have Strip Mine and Sapphire. Well, I mean, we'll keep it. One. Okay. Why couldn't you have played something else first? Right. We can just F6 here, though. We can't actually do anything with three ball in play. That's fine. I think we do just want to play the Soul Ring. We're not going to trade. Sure. No. We didn't get a mana source there. That's very frustrating. Sure. Nope, that's a problem. That's officially a problem. Okay, maybe we can survive this. We still can't cast the this is big. That was a big problem. Can we cast anything? No. Ridiculous. This was huge. So I guess we have to we have 5 mana available. This costs 6 because of this. In this. So it's just the top that we can play. Maybe I could have strip mined the shop. So much mana reduction anyway. Oh, I should have topped in response there. Yeah. I should have topped in response there. Oh, they hit the jet. Okay. Let's see what they got. They have a Dismember. Oh no, we still can't cast it. They had the jet as well, didn't they? Or is dead? No, we're dead because I played the tomb instead of the. No, we're dead anyway. Just playing the strip mic, we can play Masticore. We still can't play the Fleshraker. We can play the Scrawling Crawler and live, I suppose. If we swing with this crawler, they have to block. If we don't swing, they take 2 damage. No, we have to hold it back because we need both of them to block the Foundry Inspectors, don't we? I feel like I messed this up. It's close, but not good enough. Yeah, we needed to be able to survive here. We have to block both of these now. Unfortunately. We're very close because we can. Our mana just doesn't quite work out. We could cast the Raker, and then we had 3 life. We could cast the Raker, cast the Lotus off the shop. Right, now they got 2 of these in play anymore. Yeah, we're just dead. Fair enough. I want the 2 other Masticores back in. Cut 1 trap. I'll cut 2 traps. So I'll cut all the traps and just play the what is this? Why is this big? There we go. What did I accidentally get rid of here? The Nettlecyst. I do want the Nettlecyst. I want the 3rd Omnitool. I think just playing the Omnitools is fine. Just try and aggro them out on the ground here. I think we're just not enough mana. See how bonkers of a start they've got. Saga, that's fun. Pearl, Emerald. Oh, they got a heck of a start. All right. Goalless, sure. Academy. I don't want that either, actually. Want to get rid of the Academy or the Saga? I think the Saga. Ring, okay. That is a problem. Can we find a Glaring Fleshraker? Ooh, there we go. Unless they got something here, then we should get this one. Oh no, we can't because they got the ring protection. I completely forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. Yeah, we can't win because they got ring protection. Interesting. We're just gonna, yeah. Do they find a manifold key? Jet. Not playing the key, so I assume they didn't find one. PO? Are they playing PO? Oh, the Stone Coil Serpent. Okay. Oh no, I should have drawn with the ring. Whoops. Okay, that was a miss. That was bad. Yeah, that was terrible. That's not a bad card. Ooh, that's pretty good. forget, I want to hit this academy. Don't think any of our sideboard stuff really matters. I'm just to start popping these guys, I guess. This is as big as their stuff. Alright, they're on a 2-turn clock here. Oh, it's got trample. I forgot about that. I could have just died there. I forgot about this. If they just attacked me, I'd be dead. I should have definitely just held this back. That was really bad. They can just win now. Mystic Forge. Yeah, that was terrible. Completely forgot there's a trample. Okay, we got it. Alright, here we go again. I think we keep it on the back of turn 1 Vexing Bauble. But it's not an amazing hand. We got like plenty of draws like Workshops, Ancient Tomb that do make this pretty good. But I think turn 1 Bauble is, you know, solid enough. Oh, crap. Mono white, that's not good. I think we just chuck this into the void then. We're not going to be able to stop their Moxen anyway. That is good against us. You are a little late. I think we have to waste them and then just hope we draw better. Which is almost impossible, but this can make colorful soil. They just had another land too. Yeah, we can just scoop that one up. Oh boy. Void Mirror is good against us. I want the Masticores. Take out the Timesifter. Got the Revokers. One of the Omnitools. I think that works. Maybe that was a mulligan. Maybe that was too greedy. Like the turn 1 Vexing Bauble, turn 2 Wasteland could be pretty strong. No, I think it's a keep, but it's definitely iffy. Their hand was excellent. If they didn't have the chance, so they would have been alone. It would have been a much different game. That's a mulligan. I don't think we need Wasteland and Strip Mine. Oh, fuck. Maybe we do need both Wasteland and Strip Mine. Can we draw another workshop for an Ancient Tomb, please? That card's good against us. We have like almost nothing we can do. We need Tolarian Academy. Like the only card that can let us do things now. Yeah, we just Void Mirror's too good against us. Unless we get a really fast start and get some, I guess getting Moxing down would be fine. Just the fact that we didn't have like turn 1 Mox in hands meant that we were in trouble all the time here. Oh yeah, now we're super dead. Yeah, you are too late. I think we'll go like 1 or 2 more turns, but I think we're just dead. And they're just saving their Wasteland for Academy. Alright, that's enough for me. We lost. Alright, here we go again. Yeah, that's fine. Don't know what they're playing, so the Revoker's a little tough. Blue. Cast this. Cast the Nettlecyst. Can't cast the Raker, but I do want the Raker, so we'll just play this. See what they do. Okay, another bizarre player. Is it Dredge? Or is it Countervine? Dredge. And they griefed us. Can't do anything about that. Maybe I should have equipped the Omnitool. Kind of regret this now. Forgot we can't use the Ooh, that is a good one. Alright, this changes things. So we can spin top. No, we just have the win already, don't we? Yeah, we just draw with top and Mystic Forge and we win. So we draw with top, we play it, that makes a token, we can keep doing that, and that just kills them. So yeah, Mystic Forge plus top is a win. Very good turn too. Pretty good. So think we'll do the same thing as the last Dredge matchup. Don't need that. We don't need Karn. The Scrawling Crawler is a liability because this can let them dredge. The Revoker does not hit anything. And we just bring in one Masticore as a blocker and destroyer of the hollow ones. Yep. Alright, we can keep that. Okay. Yeah, didn't want to play that one. That's fine. Off the next round. All right, here we go. I think they're on Jewel. They usually play Jewel, if I remember right. I think we need something more busted than this. I think we keep it. I'm not sure if it is more busted, but we'll try. Yeah, it looks like Jewel. Nope, not Jewel. Maybe it is Jewel. We're about to find out. It's Jewel. I think we need to try and apply pressure. Probably just dead anyway, but we will give it the good old college try here. I'm going to assume they got it. We are definitely not favored in this matchup here. Timesifter. Take out 2 of the Omnitools. Maybe one Nettlecyst. Let's try that. Jewel Shops, a real tough matchup. They're faster than us. They got Force of Will. A lot of their threats are just bombs which spiral out of control, like PO and Jewel itself. Alright, we have a trap, but I don't think that's good enough. Alright, this is a key. I think we played the crawler first, right? I think we play the crawler first. I think that gives us the most potential for some broken stuff turn 2 here. And if they go turn 1 ring or something, we've got Revoker, which is nice. Okay. Five mana. We have a turn 1 jewel. No. Turn 1 ring. Turn 1 displacer kitten. Oh boy. I'm very tempted to I can use the mana vault over and over again. I am tempted to wasteland them and hit the mana vault. I want to keep our crawler around, so I'm not going to swing through that. Maybe I should have. Maybe they wouldn't have done anything. Interesting. Ring. Sure. Well, we can't attack anyway. I guess we just play the Forge then. Oh boy. They just need a Dismember, and then they can kind of go crazy here. Or a Talon Gates, that works too. Alright, so pretty good league here. Nice 3-2 finish with the deck. Pretty happy with it. I mean, Raker Shops is a very strong deck and is proven. We didn't make a ton of changes from it. The Adaptive Omnitool we didn't really get this going. We might have to do another league of this not too distant future and try and get the Omnitool going. Maybe a blue version of this or something to try and extend the games a little bit. We got bullied by Jewel Shops with Displacer Kitten in round one. I'll probably move this to the end, as this is basically us just getting destroyed without having any recourse. We have no Force of Will and very few prison elements. So unless we just like happen to have a Karn opener or a fast combo, we're just, you know, this or just normal Raker Shops. It's just such an underdog to like the Jewel Shops, especially the Displacer Kitten one, which doesn't even need to draw a bunch of cards. So that was just unfortunate. Probably moved that to the end. And we beat some Dredge decks. We beat regular Aggro Shops, which is pretty cool. I think this round, which will probably be round 4 now, is probably the best round against THABG3 and Sphere Shops, which was a good one. And then we also got destroyed by Voidmere. I'll leave that there. Probably just move this one to the end. I think it's important to see like Voidmere is a big player in the meta right now, and like if they go on the play, we are just really screwed. We have very few cards that make any colorful mana. Like Abstergo can, Tolarian can, Urza Saga in 3 turns can find one, but like if we're on the draw, that's it. If we don't happen to have Academy Abstergo in our hand, we're just dead. On the play, you can drop a Mox first, but if you don't, you're still in the same position. That was pretty interesting. Overall, you know, happy with the deck. We didn't get to do Timesifter stuff much either, so I think maybe putting these 5 cards, or maybe like even just like 2 Omnitools or 2 or 3 Omnitools and a Timesifter and like a blue version of Raker Shops could be fun. Got a couple blue Raker Shops videos on my channel that usually go pretty good. Usually like 3-2-4-1 kind of leagues. Yeah. Anyway, happy with the result here. Throw a like and a subscribe, and any comments down below. All very much appreciated, and see you next time.